stop being loyal to reality. You let reality tell you who you are. Well, I haven't manifested this, or I haven't achieved that, which means X, Y, Z. It doesn't. I know so many of you talk about the gap between where you are and where you want to be. How do you close that gap? The gap between who you're being and who you know yourself to be deep down in your soul. Welcome back to Raw, Radically Aligned Women. I'm SJR, and I am committed to conscious women becoming financially free and living lives of abundance. Many of my clients, when they start with me, talk about the gap between where they are and where they want to be. The gap between who they are being and who they long to be, who they know themselves to be deep down. Between living the life that they envision and the gap between the life they are living. So in this other video, you are going to check out the don'ts. Today is my follow-up, what to do to manifest with ease and grace, to manifest the feminine way as a woman. It's different, and you know that. That push, that making it happen, that energy just doesn't quite work for you. And you've tried it. I know I did. You can't do anything you can't see yourself doing. We believe the things we believe about ourselves because we've seen ourselves do those things. We have many, many times, repeatedly would be the right word, repeatedly seen an image of ourselves, whether that's I'm athletic or I struggle to lose weight. There's an image that comes to mind with that thought. So imagination is image and nation, imaging. So we're looking at self-identity, at how we see ourselves. And that's going to start with becoming super conscious of the way that we talk to ourselves, our self-talk. Because we're constantly communicating with our subconscious mind, which is responsible for 95% of all the decisions we make. So we think we're making a conscious decision, but the subconscious decided long ago that that's what we would do. So being present is the only way to know what you're saying to yourself, because we have these thoughts that just go on autopilot. They just keep churning around. We've got to stop, be present, and hear what we're saying to ourselves. Is what we're saying to ourselves in alignment with the vision that we're wanting to manifest? If it's not, there's incongruence, it's out of alignment. So I want you to remember this. Everything that we want because we believe in the having of it, we'll feel a particular way. So number one, you do need to get crystal clear on what you want. Saying I want to manifest money is abstract, it's general. Your brain can't hook into it. That's why in my videos on working out, we talk about specificity. If I say to you, I have sneakers on, you get a general picture of a sneaker. If I say to you, I have red New Balance 990 sneakers on, you get a completely different image. Your brain can hook into it. It can focus. Focus directs our attention. And where attention goes, energy flows. Just like our intention. So We want what we want because we believe in the having of it will feel good. So we get crystal clear on what we want. We don't want money. I want X amount per month. I want this amount in this amount of time. Specific, clear. See, when you last received money, let's say you got paid for a job, your brain knows what those facts are. We need to create with that kind of specificity. Otherwise, your brain just kind of goes, yeah, 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 and doesn't really get on board. So know what you want, and then fantasize. Imagine, what will it be like? How will I feel? What is the feeling that I'm wanting in my pursuit of having that? I'm looking for a feeling. Is it love? Is it expansion? Is it, for me, freedom's a huge value. What is the feeling I'm looking to have? And we need to align ourselves with that feeling now. By knowing ourselves, number 2, by knowing ourselves, what creates a sense of freedom in me? I'm staying out at the beach. I go walk along the beach, especially at sunset. Like, I feel so free. I've been here for like 3 months. My soul is just open. And so what are those things that create that feeling in you today? You need to embody that feeling today. Knowing what, so if you say, I want to feel love, what can you do every day in your day to feel love? Those are the things you need to do to align with your manifestation, to be in the vibration of what your manifestation is. You need to be a vibrational match. Just like there's a feeling we want, there's a vision or an image of who we'll be. What are those dominant traits of ours that we envision? We need to make it conscious. It's often a feeling, but we need to consciously pinpoint. I will be assertive. I will be surrounded by people that I love and trust. I'll feel safe. What are those dominant? Are you very decisive in that manifestation? Do you have a team around you to support you and help you? Who are you in that manifestation? Fantasize, be clear, because you need to start being her now. You need to embody that now. So we're clear on what we want. We align with those feelings. We know what they are. We embody them by setting up pockets in our day where we experience consciously those feelings. You need to be her. So if her, who you are in that manifestation, is a particular way, be her now. And the way to get there is, Stephen Covey said, begin with the end in mind. So who are you being in that? And start embodying that now. We talked about self-talk. Self-talk is so important. Just listen. If I say to you, you're amazing. I am so honored that you're here. I'm so grateful that you are taking the time to hear what I have to say. I see you. You're beautiful. You have amazing gifts to give to the world. There's no way that you're not going to manifest your brilliance in the world. The world is going to know your name. Feel how that feels in your body. And if I say, You're struggling. Life's been hard. That's why you're watching this video. You can't get what you want again. Sometimes you feel like a failure. I can start to feel that. Feel that in your body. Those conversations are going on in your head all the time. You've got to take conscious control of them. You got to choose them and repeat them and practice them until they become part of who you are. Remember this. Stop being loyal to reality. You let reality tell you who you are. Well, I haven't manifested this, or I haven't achieved that, which means X, Y, Z. It doesn't. Everything that's in your life today is here as a consequence of what you were thinking, what you were feeling, what you were envisioning, what you were saying, who you were being in the past. That's why now is always our point of power. Because now, having a different conversation with yourself, seeing yourself capable and achieving certain things, feeling a certain way, behaving in a certain way, dressing in a certain way, living a particular life, will allow that to manifest in the future. Stop being loyal to reality. Stop letting reality, clients ask me a lot, so how do I bridge the gap between where I am and where I want to be? If this is what it is now, understand it is this now because of what was before. You can create. You're a conscious co-creator. You get to create now, like any artist. An artist can only paint now, write a symphony now, create now. These are the tools that you're using to create that manifestation. In Manhattan, I have a garden. I love my garden. I have never planted something, not that I'm the big planter, I actually have somebody who sets up the garden for me, but I tend to it. And I've never been out where I know that bulbs or seeds were planted and seen a little shoot on a plant and been like, really? That's all you grew? Ugh. Don't we go and go, wow, you've got a little bud, yay! You need to start doing that with yourself. Start looking for those things and celebrating yourself, supporting yourself, feeling the way you'll feel when the manifestation is here. That's one packet. You do need to do inner child work. You do need to reparent that inner child who formed certain beliefs that have become your subconscious program. We need to change what that inner child believes is possible, who she is, based on what she was told, what she was programmed into. Reparenting her, giving her an abundance of love and respect and engaging with her, encouraging, uplifting. She needs to get on board. Otherwise, you're going to feel like you keep tripping up. It feels like self-sabotage. Really, it's that inner child's how she learned to protect herself from the pain and the wounding and the disappointment. That work needs to be done. And our shadow work needs to be done. Because there are parts of us, people say all the time, well, you've got to let go, let it go. If you knew how to let it go, you would let it go. You wouldn't be carrying it around just for the sake of carrying it around. There are reasons we hold on to things. These defenses and armoring and beliefs were set up to protect us from things that felt potentially dangerous or harmful or painful. We need to clear that up. We need to heal that. And we need to, instead of trying to disown parts of ourselves, like, you know, you need to let that go. No, you need to understand what that part of you needs and for her to be reintegrated into yourself through healing so that we become whole. I can't go into in depth the inner child work and the shadow work. I want you to work with the first piece, but it would be remiss of me not to mention those other pieces because they do need to be, our subconscious does need to be reprogrammed. I promise you it's not going to happen in a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Your entire life has supported those programs. So the bottom line is, you need to find your innocence. You need to come from a place of love and tenderness and compassion. Get to know yourself, embrace yourself. I promise you, doing this work, you can and will manifest anything you want. I love my life. That's not where I come from. I enjoy my company. I enjoy myself. Everything comes out of that. People say everything you want lives outside your comfort zone. Everything you want comes from loving and believing in yourself. You can't make yourself believe. You can clear what's stopping you from believing because that's your birthright, to believe in the goodness of the world, to believe in your brilliance, to believe in your ability to create and be what and who you want to be. I love you. Namaste. Signing out. Remember, subscribe. I am going to keep delivering, I promise you, messages that will get you there, that will close the gap. All my videos are devoted to being a bridge for you to get from where you are to where you know you can be and are supposed to be. Namaste.